So today, guys, we are going to be diving into another build that I pretty much enjoy using. This build right here, I like it because you can actually run a version of this build and even this version in legendary missions. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna be headed over to this control point. I'm gonna actually do two of them real quick. Oh, we also got a resource convoy right there, so got a lot going on. So I'm just gonna throw this out here. Oh, that's not what I tried to do, but it is what it is, right? So you might notice, yes, we are going to be running some Negotiators Dilemma. And what's cool about this is I can stack up to 3 enemies, just focus the shield, and look at the guy to the left. See how he just dies? That's what's actually really good about it. And then we got this guy here. Oh my Jesus, I'm getting just bombarded. Hit these guys. We get those crits. You always want to have at least 3 guys marked at all times. That's kind of the trick with this one. Oh no. Let me throw this out here. We're getting hit. This build is more of a distance build, right? So with this build, you definitely want to play at distance because it's going to be able to shred enemies. You just gotta know how to play the build. Once you guys figure it out, you'll notice right off the bat that it does. It has so much damage. Who's behind me? Oh, my team. Okay. Let me get this. Again, you remember, like I told you, always try to keep 3 enemies marked because it's gonna help you out so much. We're just like being able to like clear out the battlefield very, very fast. You can see him. Oh no. And we're actually gonna have, we're defending, but we also have the resource convoy going on. Oh, you guys are seeing, oh. And we already finished the resource convoy, which is right here. So we collected that, and now we just have to go take care of these guys right here. What's the other one? There's nobody else? So ideally, I want to have at least 3 guys because you can tag, you can focus 3 as long as you mark them. So we got 1, 2. Get one more. There you go. You see, I already took that one off. Look at his health. This one was already down. Where is he? Oh, over here. There you go. We got 3 there. Thing about that is like, you see how they start to get marked. I can even mark their skills, right? And if you hit crits on those, that's what's cool about it. You can still look. If I do that, oh, never mind. It dropped them. Look at that. Look how easy that was, right? And then see if there's anything good that we need. We don't need anything. I'm kind of full on my stuff. So unless I get something that's like amazing, which on this account I really don't need much. Just use it for the materials. What do we got here? Got the backpack. Nice. So what we'll do now is let's head to one more control point just so you guys can see. Now we'll have a full stack of memento. Alright guys, so we're close to our next one. We're gonna do hotel. control point, and this will be the last one, and then I'll show you guys the build. We aren't running all reds on this build. We actually have 1.1 million armor, which we can still do, and still, you guys saw, shred through these enemies, right? If you want to go one more red, you can, but luckily with the backpack, we could do a little bit more than what. So we need to find something. What am I doing? That was actually bad. I need to destroy these guys real quick. And we have 3 directives on too, by the way, so you can see, you saw how the Negotiators taking out the other enemy without even, again. So grab these, let's grab these. I actually like the shield guys the most, because if you can stack on the shield guys and just focus the shield, you'll be able to drop the enemies in the back. All right, so we got a guy there. So now let me just, if I can focus the shield, just look at the guys in the back, right? Look at the purple guys. Oh, well, they went down, but. So again, you saw them go down back there. So when you have the shield, if you just focus the shield, the crits on there are going to take out the enemies in the back. A little tip. Same thing with their skills, right? If you find you're able to attack their skills. Now again, this build, I should be playing from distance, right? You saw what I'm doing wrong, right? I'm playing close range. Luckily with the memento, you can kind of get away with it. Again, see, I'm already doing this wrong. What's going on here? Oh, here you go. Now I got all 3. See how it just took out the other 2 once I was focusing the boss. I can't even see his weak point, but it's somewhere around here. Again, easy. Just grab this. Now if I need it, I can get it. If not, we just keep going on. And again, it's something a little bit different to play than just if you're going to run strikers or run Hunter's Fury or run a skill build. It's very, very good. I definitely like it. But look, I got 3 guys here. You see them just go down in the back, and I was just focusing the shield, and now take him out. That's simple. And then you have the other side, same thing. They should be spawning from both sides, I believe. Yep. See, as soon as you get the crits on one, I just need to find the third one. Because remember, you can target up to 3 people if you're not running the chest piece or the backpack. You know. Love that, man. Such a cool feature. And I think they're behind us again. We got crit there. Crit there. And there it goes. We got 3 now. It's just so good.
Heavily armored hostile detected. Your turn next.
And then we have 3. So I'll focus the medic first. And then once you drop one, then you just go for the other. And now. And I already dropped the guy over there, you see? And then I dropped the guy in the back by shooting the boss. And then we just have one left. Again, very, very easy build to put together, guys. If you guys haven't tried it, I honestly run Negotiators for legendary missions. I love running Negotiators in group play, especially if you're just like, you mark 3 enemies and then boom, 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 boom. And then because it's just so much benefit you get from this build that I think a lot of you guys will enjoy it. So I think what we could do here is we could go into the build so that way you guys can see the build pretty quick. All right, so for the build, we are running a 4-piece Negotiators. We do have the Memento backpack. Now, the reason why the Memento backpack is so good, especially if you're going to run solo with this build, is because you have weapon damage, armor, skill tier. So you get 3 cores, right? So that's going to allow me to get up to 1.1 million armor because I have another blue core. We have critical damage on here, and then kill confirmed is great. Once I build that 30 stack, which I currently have, 30% weapon damage, 30% skill efficiency, and 3% armor regen. And if you look at my stats that I'm currently at a 30 stack right now, I have 33,000 armor regen. And then not only that, if you look at my weapons, it's sitting at 118,000 damage. So definitely a really good piece. Every time, you remember there's a short buff too. Every time I pick up a trophy, it's gonna give me 5% of how many red cores I have. So since I have 5 red cores, 25% extra weapon damage every time I pick up one trophy. And then I'm gonna get 20% extra bonus armor, and then 5% skill efficiency. So it helps with my defender drone. So definitely really good here, really good piece to pick up. So we are running the 4-piece Negotiators. Reason it's good, it gives you 15% crit chance, 20% crit damage. And then the 4-piece is where it shines, right? Critical hits, mark an enemy for 20 seconds up to 3 marks total. So I can have 3 marks. You guys saw that's what I was doing. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all other marked enemies take 60% of that damage dealt. Now you can increase this if you run like something like the backpack or the chest piece, and I'll show you in a second. And it says, whenever a marked enemy dies, you gain 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times. So at a full stack, say if you're in combat, at a full stack, you get actually additional 40% critical damage from running the 4-piece. Now, I do have weapon damage, critical hit damage, and critical hit damage mod on here. Now, what I was talking about the chest piece, the backpack, I don't have one on me. Do I have a chest piece on me? I don't have a chest piece. So the backpack and chest piece, if you were to run them, one's going to allow you to mark 5 enemies, and one's going to allow you to get 100% of your stack. So instead of 60%, you're getting 100%. But with this build, we aren't running it like that, and this is how we're running it. So for the chest piece, we have a Cheska, we have weapon damage, critical chance, critical damage, and a critical damage mod. And then we have obliterate, critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds. Now this does stack up to 25 times, so that's 25% extra weapon damage you can have at a full stack. Since we're capped at 60% crit chance and we're getting crazy amount of crit damage, obliterate works amazing with this build. For our second piece of Negotiators, we have the holster, which is gonna have weapon damage, critical damage. For the knee pads, we have our third piece of Negotiators. We have weapon damage, critical hit damage. And then we do have an armor roll. I said we have 2 armor rolls on here. So we have armor and critical damage on the gloves. So we're sitting at 1.1 million armor. I like running the decoy. You can run whatever skills you want, and then the defender drone, obviously. If we go look at the stats, you'll see 60% crit chance, 181% crit damage. That is not with the 40% extra critical hit damage we get with the full stack of Negotiators Dilemma. So a lot of crit damage on this build, 75% headshot damage and 21% health damage. We do have the damage targets out of cover from the St. Elmo's, but that doesn't show on here. But again, build is amazing. And with having this stack of 33,000 armor regen, the little bit of survivability we're getting from the build is amazing. And you guys saw right there, that's the build right there. One of my favorite. I am running the St. Elmo's. We have 23% weapon damage from expertise. You can run this out of lore expertise too. We have armor. So we have assault rifle damage, health damage, and 10% damage targets out of cover. For the secondary, you can put something like the mop. And the reason I like the mop is the only weapon that gives you 10% armor damage as an attribute. And then we have preservation on there. So if I'm really in trouble, pop this out, boom, boom, drop an enemy, and then hopefully get the survivability that I need, because we are running the gunner class that already gives us 10% armor on kill. So overall, this is how I like running my build. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, nothing but skills is out.